Shitcase Cinema. On the Shitcase Cinema. Oh, it's the Shitcase Cinema.
Always bet on black.
So, who is passenger 57? Him? Her? Him? Her? What about him? How about her? I think it's this old crow. Well, it's not mentioned in the film, so you can call it Passenger 1 if you want, or Passenger Infinity for all that it matters. So anyway, this evil bad guy is about to have plastic surgery to change his face so he can keep eluding the police. Gee, that must hurt if he does that all the time. Isn't he in pain?
There will be no pain.
Then, for no reason whatsoever, he asks the surgeon.
What time is it, Doctor?
Fair enough. And then when he finds out, he suddenly attacks the guy and runs away by launching himself through a window, and then he's arrested. Wow, what a fantastic start. Here's Wesley Snipes playing John Cutter. What a shit name. How about Old Wesley? Snipes? Ooh, Wes. So Wes is demonstrating methods in case of the event of a hijacking, but he gets annoyed when upstaged by this lady here.
If this had been a real gun, that little Angie Dickinson bullshit you just pulled, you would have got your head blown off.
Temper, Wes. So the bad guy, called Charles Rain, is visited by his lawyer, and he does business by beating his lawyer up and makes him chant Charles Rain is not insane.
Charles Rain is not insane.
He gets my vote. We get a flashback of Wes and his wife, and she dies, but we don't care because it's a flashback, so she's dead anyway, so you get over it.
Oh my God, Lisa! Lisa! Oh baby God, it's gonna be all right.
Great acting, Wes. I can see why you went to make it all the way to Blade 3. So he's offered a job as a security chief or some other bollocks, and he still looks miserable as sin. Jesus. He then ends up getting onto the same flight as the bad guy, and oh dear, the lady who upstaged him. Cue his face expression. Miserable bastard. Yet, thinking about it, if you look at this artwork here, you know for a fact that he's a naturally very rounded and versatile guy. Happy, sad, depressed, joy, anger, and the best for last, his pulling face. Well, hello there. Fancy sharing a drink with a miserable twat like me? No? Grrr! So now he's needing some assistance, and this must be his sad luck, but he doesn't get any help though. Hilarious. Eventually the plane takes off, and now let the on-flight entertainment commence. Now Charles Rain, who is not insane remember, has helpers on board, and she shoots the FBI guys babysitting him. This allows Charlie Boy to get in a few more of his cheesy lines before he shoots the pilot. But he's not the only one with cheesy, cringeworthy lines. No, Wes has his own collection.
Hey man, let me give you a hand.
What would you do if you were me?
Kill myself.
So he chills out on the toilet to make a phone call, but when he's captured, check out what he does. He pulls a bloody different face. I don't believe it! Did Wes win an Oscar award that year? Did he bollocks? I love while this goes on that none of the bad guys decide to see what all the commotion is about. Planes aren't all that big, you know, so it's not like it would go by unheard. Eventually, we have a standoff situation, and Wes says freeze or Charlie's friend will be killed.
I have no friends.
Oh, give it a rest, mate. You're not Arnie with these one-liners. So he shoots his hostage, shoots his friend, who isn't his friend according to him, and Wes goes into the lift to get some food. While scavenging around for food, this guy decides to kick the shit out of him. Jesus, nobody likes Wes in this movie, do they? But he manages to kick the guy's ass. Wes then has a brainwave. He pulls out one little wire and the plane suddenly starts to descend, so they're naturally forced to land.
Charlie, you ever play roulette?
On occasion.
Well, let me give you a word of advice.
Always bet on black.
Ooh, that's... Actually, the only reaction that I can give to that is this.
Always bet on black.
Now, Wes is about to jump off the plane here, but he's given a helping hand by Mr. Fucker, or whatever his name is.
Forger. That's French.
Mr. Fucker. So now Wes is off the plane and the dumb cops arrest him. Why is it that local law enforcement officers are always brain dead sons of bitches in films? Maybe it's a fact of life.
Yeah, well, I know motherfuckers who say they saw Elvis in a goddamn mall. You gonna believe that shit too?
Oh Wes, you should do stand-up comedy. So he's dragged away and by magic his handcuffs have disappeared and he kicks the shit out of the two cops. That's lame-o. Then he steals a motorbike and rides along to a fairground. How the fuck did he know the bad guys would be there though? Passenger 57, or whatever you've decided to call it, is so bizarre. So anyway, he walks around and get this, to go unseen by the bad guys who are also walking around, he buys some popcorn. Well, yeah Wes, because popcorn hides your face from onlookers. Retard! I don't know what he was thinking there. Maybe he wasn't. Hey, it's the oh my god guy! Wow, he sure does get around. Oh shit, it looks like it's turning into Beverly Hills Cop 3 now. God help us. So Wes avoids being shot 101 times while playing on the kids' rides, kills the oh my god guy. Oh my god! And then the dumb cops turn up to arrest Charles Rain. Rain is then immediately taken back onto the plane by a few FBI agents, but naturally they're wiped out by a bad guy and it looks like Rain is about to get away. If you ask me, only Wes could stop him, so he jumps into his car and speeds after the plane. Kind of reminds me of Arnie in Commando, only in reverse and not as Butch. So now it's time for payback on the guy who helped him out of the plane early on, Mr. Fucker. And Wes wins. Well, he always said bet on black, so what else did you expect there? I love how he pops up in the cockpit here and the pilots aren't surprised to see him. Who are you?
John Cutter.
Oh, okay, nice to meet you. He knocks out this bitch here and fights old Charlie Boy in the ultimate battle. Isn't it amazing in films when on a plane a window is broken and then the doors fly off their hinges but nobody ever flies out? There's always lots of paper flying around though. I mean, seriously, where does it come from? They even fight right next to the exposed door but don't fly out. Now I sensed that this was going to go on for an eternity, so I naturally willed until Rain actually did fall out of the plane. Whee! Everyone randomly starts doing this. Okay, it's a stupid end to a stupid movie, I guess. And Wes gets the girl in the end, although he doesn't look too happy about it. What a gigantic bag of balls. This is a complete no-brainer action movie, but they're always amusing because they're so laughable half of the time. 4.5 out of 10.